Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Muyoka. Karibu sana. I'm here. I wanted to talk a little bit about supporting documents and resources that one needs to apply for the US Diversity Lottery, guys. That's what I'm doing for this video. So if you won the DV 2025 and are really interested in finding out what documentation you may need for your visa application, stick around to the end of this video. Yeah, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, guys, please consider doing so. I'd love to have you here. Yep. So what documents do you need? What resources do you need? Let me begin by saying, to apply for the diversity visa, to the United States, you need a significant amount of money, especially if you are a family. If you are an applicant who's married with a spouse and children, you are most likely going to require quite a significant amount of resources, to pursue this endeavor. I'm not gonna tell you an exact amount of money that you need. I can give you an estimate of how much money I think I spent on my own journey. Because I was just one person making this application, I estimate that I spent a little over $2,000 for a number of things. This included vaccination, visa, green card fee, let me see what else, physical exam at IOM, my air travel. It was not a return ticket, it's a one-way ticket. So all of it, I was just looking at it, I was calculating here, and I think it may have cost me about $2,085 for one applicant. So I don't know if that helps you to make your own calculations, but and let me also say that you may incur other costs that maybe I did not incur, so maybe that could just give you some number to work with. Yeah, if you are like 4 or 5 of you, you have to calculate and see how much that might cost you, but it's a significant amount. Typically people coming to the US as immigrants on a green card spend a lot of money. Yeah, so guys, what support documents will you need? Yeah, some of you are missing critical documents that are required at the US Embassy, so I would like to share with you what documentation you need. Guys, at the US Embassy, when I went to do my interview, they gave me this paper. This paper is a list. It's kind of like a checklist of all the documentation I needed to show the consular officer upon getting to the counter for my interview. So I thought I should just come with it and share with you step by step what we have on here. In fact, I'll read briefly the letter. It says, let me get my glasses because I'm just so bad with reading, I can never barely see. Let me put this down. Yeah, so it says something like, "Dear applicant, please arrange all your documents as stated below and place them in each respective passport." So if you have like family, children, you put these documents in the respective passports. So this is one of the documents they list. Actually, they listed 8 documents, so I'm going to go through the list and then discuss them briefly. So you will need a birth certificate, okay? You will need a marriage certificate if you are married, okay? If you divorced your spouse, you will need to have evidence of that. You'll have to show them a divorce certificate, all right? You'll also need adoption documents if you have adopted children. That's going to be required. You will need a certificate of good conduct. For those who don't know what that is, it's a police clearance from the country where you currently live, as well as the country where you lived if you have lived outside of your country of nationality. Okay, like I had previously lived in Rwanda. I also previously lived in the United States of America, so I needed to provide, and I'm a Kenyan, so I needed to provide police clearance for Kenya, Rwanda. The United States was not required because the US does its own background check. But if I had been living in a different third country, I would have needed to provide police clearance for that as well. So they require that, and then they will require you to provide a school secondary school certificate. That is mandatory, guys. If you don't have that secondary school certificate, it can become a problem. Yeah. And then another document required is an affidavit of support. That is the form I-134. Yeah, your sponsor in the United States, they need to be a US citizen or a lawful permanent resident who has volunteered to sponsor you and offer to fill in this form. This is a form that can be found very easily by doing a Google search. You can find a PDF file that has been posted by the US State Department. If you just Google search form I-134 and make sure it's the latest edition. The latest edition usually will have at the right hand corner at the very top, you'll see the date. Yeah, it should say something. I don't know what the month is, but it's 2026. So then that you'll know that that's the latest edition. Okay. And then number 8, the last document here says a 2x2 photo, passport photo. All of this is what you will need, guys. It's kind of windy. All of this is what you will need in preparation for your green card interview. Now, I wanted to say this. If you don't have these documents, and did we say a valid passport? You definitely need a valid passport. Now, I wanted to say this. If you are missing any of these documents because maybe they got lost or you never had these documents prepared for you in the past, this is the time to actually prepare for replacements or applications for these documents. If you don't have a passport, you need to put in an application for a passport really quickly. If you lost your birth certificate, your marriage certificate, or any of these documents that I have just listed, you need to work on getting them replaced, guys, as soon as possible. Don't wait until the last minute. Do not procrastinate. These documents are mandatory if you're going for a visa interview. Yeah, and if you just won your green card, it's probably going to take you like a year before you start maybe getting ready to go for your interview. So don't tell yourself you have plenty of time. Time moves very fast. You need to work on getting these documents. This 1 year should be the time you're using to get the documentation and the resources that you need as you prepare for this journey. I wish you all the very best. I hope it works out for you and that you eventually end up making your way to the United States of America, guys. For more tips on how to ace an interview for immigrant visa to the US, please come back again. And if you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.